A judge has declared a mistrial in the civil rights trial of Brett Hankison, the former detective from the Louisville Metro Police Department who was charged in connection with the shooting death of Breonna Taylor in March 2020. The jury reported that they were deadlocked, leading the judge to make this decision, as reported by the Courier-Journal. The mistrial was declared after the jurors informed the court that they were unable to reach a unanimous verdict. Lanita Baker, an attorney for the Taylor family, stated outside the courthouse that the Department of Justice intends to retry Brett Hankison in this case, according to CNN affiliate WLKY. Hankison has denied the charges, which include 2 federal counts of deprivation of rights under color of law. One count is for Taylor, and the other count is for 3 of her neighbors. These charges stem from a botched raid in which Louisville Metro police officers fatally shot Taylor, who was an emergency room technician, in the early hours of March 13, 2020. According to the federal indictment, Hankison fired multiple shots into Taylor's home, some of which went through a wall and endangered her neighbors. The indictment states that there was no longer a lawful objective justifying the use of deadly force at the time of the shooting. The death of Breonna Taylor, along with the killings of George Floyd and Ahmaud Arbery, sparked widespread protests and a global conversation about police violence and racial inequality. During the incident, Taylor was in her home with her boyfriend, while a woman, a man, and a 3-year-old boy were in the neighboring apartment, according to court documents. CNN has reached out to attorneys and court officials to confirm further details about the court proceedings. Hankison is one of 4 current and former Louisville police officers who were charged in 2022 with federal civil rights violations related to the botched raid. These charges are the first federal counts brought against any of the officers involved. They were filed after a state court jury acquitted Hankison in March 2022 of 3 counts of felony wanton endangerment in connection with the raid. He was the only officer charged at the state level. Following his acquittal, the Louisville Metro Police Department released a statement expressing their commitment to rebuilding trust with the communities they serve. Prosecutors allege that Hankison used unconstitutionally excessive force when he fired his weapon into Taylor's apartment. The indictment states that both counts against him involve the use of a dangerous weapon and an attempt to kill. Hankison's defense team argued that he was trying to protect the other officers in the home by shooting through the windows at what he believed was an armed person. They claimed he thought there was a shootout happening and that he couldn't see through the covered windows but saw flashes and shot towards the area where he believed the shooter was located. The death of Breonna Taylor brought attention to the dangers of no-knock warrants, and some police departments have since moved away from using them. The shooting occurred in March 2020 when a judge approved 5 search warrants for locations connected to Taylor's ex-boyfriend. Hankison and other officers broke into Taylor's home, where she was sleeping with her boyfriend, Kenneth Walker III. Taylor was shot multiple times, while Walker was unharmed. Walker initially faced charges of attempted murder of a police officer and first-degree assault, but the charges were later dropped. Hankison was fired from the police department in June 2020. This is an ongoing story, and updates will be provided as more information becomes available.